Hey everyone, Diavolo here. Today, it's simple. We are going to be going over the unrivaled potential of Jujutsu Kaisen's current leading female role and my favorite female character right now in the anime, the Breaker of Fate and Destroyer of Destiny, Maki Zenin. But just before we get into all of that, if you are new around here and don't want to drop your next hot meal randomly into a puddle, then make sure to hit that subscribe button, then leave a like, and you'll be blessed with good fortune, warm meals, and free anime body pillows for life. But enough of that, let's get into the video. So I just wanted to start off and say, wow, chapter 150 blew my mind. I've seen all the Itachi comments and I absolutely love them. I really wasn't sure where Gege was going with this after how amazing chapter 149 was, but I think this is something that he has mastered perfectly. Just when you think the series is reaching a peak, he grabs out a missile and raises that ceiling exponentially. He also does this with his characters, raising their strengths in a way that isn't a random ass pull given to them for the sake of plot. There are specific conditions that must be met to evolve as a Jujutsu sorcerer. We just witnessed Maki go through this evolution into something that is now strong enough to keep up with special grade users in the series, and I personally believe that she has broken the mold of the Zenin clan that she set out to break earlier on in the story. So unrivaled potential means having no rival, being incomparable, or having supreme unrivaled greatness. This title floats around the Jujutsu Kaisen community, landing on certain characters who are unrivaled in terms of greatness. People like Satoru Gojo, Itadori Yuji, Megumi Fushiguro, and Toji Fushiguro, to just name a few. These characters are all I believe to be unrivaled in their own ways. You may be slightly confused by what I mean by in their own way. Well, I'll explain. Yuji is unrivaled in terms of no one that we currently know of can rival Yuji with his natural control over Sukuna and being able to ingest his fingers with no ill effects to his mental capacity. Megumi is said to have the potential to even surpass the current strongest sorcerer in the Jujutsu world. Both Gojo and Toji are personifications of this unrivaled potential when it comes to opposites, this being the absolute peak of cursed energy manipulation with Gojo and Toji's destiny-defying use of his 5 senses and physically gifted heavenly restriction. We got to see both of these immeasurable forces go up against each other in the Gojo past arc, creating what I think to be the first fight in the series where we witnessed the true potential of both what a cursed user could become and what a heavenly gifted user could grow into if the right condition was met. This condition was that you had to rid yourself entirely of the cursed energy you possess, something that we thought was entirely possible, but only through the use of heavenly restriction at birth. It just seemed like Toji was an extremely rare case in which he was energyless from birth, and that definitely can still be possible, though we won't know until we get an exact explanation of how Toji completed this restriction. But I like to think it was pretty much identical to Maki. I've explained this in my twin theory video, so be sure to check that out for better context on the idea that Toji had a twin, which was the catalyst to unlocking his heavenly restriction, exactly like Maki. So I believe because Maki has unlocked this restriction completely, that she has almost risen to the level of Toji, who in my eyes is in the top 3 in the Jujutsu Kaisen universe, which I think puts Maki probably in the top 10 in the Jujutsu Kaisen universe. As silly as you may think it sounds, Maki in chapter 150 killing 40 plus members of the Kukuru squad, including first grade sorcerers like Junichi, Ogi, Chojuro, and heavily wounding Ranta, is just like when the reincarnated Toji flew into Dagon's domain and dispatched the special grade with ease. Not saying that Maki is on the same level as Toji, as Nanami, Maki herself, and Naobita were slowly outclassed by the insanely strong Dagon, though easily I see Maki getting to his level within this next arc. I really feel all she will have to do is strengthen her senses to the heightened level that Toji was at. We can see in chapter 150 that these senses are already at a higher level than usual, as he felt the menacing aura that Chojuro sent off just before he sent his rock hands flying through the ground to try and restrain her. Maki will become someone that is untraceable to a cursed energy user, but unlike Toji needing a curse to carry around his weapons, which can put him at a disadvantage unless he digests the curse, Maki won't need to do this as long as she has Megumi with her. This is because of Megumi's bottomless well technique, where he can reach into a storage room and access weapons in the heat of battle. We already know that Maki and Megumi are an extremely great pair together, so it's not too much of a stretch to imagine this duo could probably become the most ruthless duo in the entire series. Megumi, who has the capability to become stronger than the strongest Jujutsu sorcerer, and Maki, who will become an invisible, invincible demon that lurks near his sea of shadows. So to end it off, Maki is someone I believe who will become unrivaled when it comes to a physically gifted restriction, surpassing Toji. All she has to do is destroy. Thanks to Maki has unlocked the strength needed to run the new Zenin clan that Maki will build atop the bones of the defunct dead members who tried to oppose the potential she possessed. Anyways, I hope you all enjoy the video. I really enjoyed making this and talking about the future possibilities and potential of Maki Zenin. If you guys are new around here and want to keep up to date with the latest JJK, One Piece and Tokyo Revengers content, make sure to subscribe and leave a like if you do enjoy my content, as it really helps out with the algorithm. Also, leave a comment and let me know what you all think about Maki, her potential, and where you think it's headed. But for now, it's been your professional degenerate, Diavolo, and I'll see you all in a bit. Bye.